Have you ever had one of those days where you tell yourself, I'm doing okay, and then something completely unexpected happens? You hear a song, you see an old photo, someone asks an innocent question, and suddenly you're standing in the grocery store trying not to cry. If that's happened to you, I want you to hear this. It doesn't mean you're back at the beginning. It doesn't mean you're broken. It simply means something inside you is asking for your attention, and that's different. I'm Maggie, and welcome to the Reborn TM series, where we're rebuilding life after divorce, one intentional step at a time. Because rebuilding isn't about pretending you're okay, it's about learning how to lead yourself, even on the hard days. Today, I want to talk about emotional regulation, not how to stop feeling, but how to stop letting your emotions make every decision for you. After my divorce, I thought healing meant I should stop crying. Every time I got emotional, I'd think, seriously? I'm still doing this? I honestly believed every tear meant I was back at square one. Maybe you've thought that too. Maybe you've caught yourself saying, I should be over this by now. I know I did. But eventually I realized the problem wasn't that I had emotions. The problem was that I believed they meant something was wrong with me. So every time I felt sad, anxious, or overwhelmed, I'd immediately try to push it away. I'd distract myself, tell myself to be strong. But the more I fought my emotions, the louder they became. Everything changed when I stopped asking, how do I make this feeling go away? And started asking, what is this feeling trying to tell me? That one question changed everything. Because emotions aren't problems to solve, they're information. Sometimes they're telling us we're exhausted. Sometimes they're pointing to a boundary we've ignored. Sometimes they're reminding us we're grieving a future we thought we'd have. And sometimes they simply need to be acknowledged instead of silenced. One of the biggest misconceptions after divorce is believing emotional strength means you never fall apart. It doesn't. Emotional strength is knowing you can feel something deeply without letting it define your day, without letting it define your identity, or without letting it make every decision for you. You can cry and still lead your life. You can feel afraid and still make wise decisions. You can feel grief and still move forward. That's emotional regulation, not controlling your emotions, learning to lead yourself through them. Because here's what I've learned. You don't build confidence by avoiding hard emotions. You build confidence every time you move through them without abandoning yourself. That's how self-trust grows, one moment at a time. If today's conversation encouraged you, I'd love for you to subscribe and continue rebuilding with me through the Reborn TM series. And I'd really love to hear from you. What's one emotion you've been trying to push away instead of understanding? Share it in the comments. I read every one. And I want this community to be a place where women feel seen, supported, and reminded they're not rebuilding alone. If you're ready to create more emotional stability after divorce, download my free Reborn TM 30-day stabilization reset. It's designed to help you stop surviving and start rebuilding with structure, self-trust, and confidence. You'll find the link in the description below. Next week, we'll wrap up the Reborn TM series by talking about creating your next chapter. Because rebuilding isn't just about letting go of the past. It's about becoming the woman who's ready to lead her future. I'll see you then.